Okay, so to continue, I'm trying to keep these videos in less than 6 minutes for YouTube business. It's easier to manage. Anyway, so the trouble I was having, and somebody comment if they know, I got to the point where I was removing ballast because I had, as I was flying it, it was very nose heavy. The calculator, the CG calculator, always sets you very nose heavy, and maybe that's because of the design parameters and things that aren't really, you can't really put them into the calculator. All you can do is give chord main, or the mean, not main, I mean, but the main chord, center chord, root chord rather, root chord and tip chord, length, sweep, or angle. You can only give those numbers, and so a lot is left out. Won't go into that, but the point is, it gives you a CG location based upon expert being 25%, and beginner or experimental aircraft, which is what this is. It's 15%. So that number 15% is much further forward than the 25% number, which is further back from that number. So the further back you go, the less stable it becomes, and more pitch prone and stall prone. So anyway, the point is that the calculator is really setting you up for a heavy nose, stable. So my point is that my ailerons, I had to have a good 1/4 inch up deflection of up elevator just to maintain altitude at a half throttle. So that tells me I'm still nose heavy, right? So I remove ballast, right? I land and I relaunch. Well, on launch I end up with some low speed stall issues and getting all squirrely on hand launch. So is that going to be inherent with a well balanced, light nosed, balanced aircraft, that on hand launch the risk of destruction will be ever looming, with every launch? So I don't know that, and I'm assuming that I still need to take ballast out in order to get those elevators to near zero. I'll have to figure that out. So right now I've gone back to the 25% setting, because 15 was extremely nose heavy. I had to have like half inch of up elevator just to keep it up. Extreme, right? So I went to the 25% calculation location, and much improved as far as forward flight and not so much of a nose down in appearance, blah blah. Anyway, so I'm just going to keep removing ballast and hope I survive my hand launches. So hopefully I'll have some good video report, or report on flight here shortly. Super cheap. Oh, by the way, I buy the 40 wide by 60 sheets from Office Depot on the foam board. Poster or display board, or not poster, but display board, or model board, or whatever it's called. People and architects use them to build three-dimensional models of buildings and such like that with it. And so anyways, for one sheet of 40 by 60 inches is it's like $18. 40 by 60. You can buy a 3-pack of 20 something by 40 for it works out that the 40 by 60 is better, is my point. So a lot of times this foam board is a little bit cupped, curved, bent, mangled, blah blah. When you take it to the counter, show it to them and say, you know what, can I get a discount on this? Because it all straightens out in these smaller pieces, right? You're not dealing with a big flat sheet that you got to have absolutely tabletop flat, because you're not using the full sheet in that way. Anyway, when you fold it up, it all straightens out and it's all good. I buy the big sheets. I like the heck out of it. Super cheap. I think they're like 13 bucks. The 3-pack is like $18, $19. You pay more for the smaller package, or smaller boards in a 3-pack than you do per square foot, or per square inch rather. It's cheaper for the big ones. Anyway, Office Depot, or you can buy them online. Foam board. Yeah. White. Buy white. Don't buy colored. Colored costs more. Black costs more. And I've seen wild other neon colors and things like that in the smaller versions. That'd be kind of cool to mess with, but the point is, it's paper. You can glue to it. You can spray paint it. You can put tape on it, of various colored tapes, just like you do your Zaggies reinforcing tapes, things like that. Anyway, so enough of that. West out.